Hey guys, it's Sam. Today I have another Hobonichi dupe for you. I apologize for this glare, but I wanted it to be like a true unboxing. My first reactions and all of that. So I got to deal with this first. I couldn't spin it the other way so that you could see because there was no way to move my I have my address in several places on this piece of paper, so it wasn't going to work. Okay, so this beautiful planner is the planner that I mentioned in my last video where I was talking about not having a plan for 2023. The one that I mentioned that I completely forgot that I pre-ordered. So let's go ahead and get this clear cover off. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so I had never heard of this before, but when I saw it, I just was like, you know how I have felt this year about the Hobonichi offerings. There's this regular weeks that I really liked, but I had wanted to use a mega, and then I was disappointed at all of the offerings. And I am very much into warm colors, neutral stuff, earthy stuff, boho stuff, and there just wasn't a lot, in my opinion, for people like me in this Hobonichi release, specifically for the regular, what is it, like the canvas? Is it canvas? Is that the right word? I know I'm thinking of the wrong word, but I'm just going to keep moving on. It's like this, the colors, and I haven't even moved in yet because of that. So when I saw this, I don't know, a couple months ago, now a month ago, I don't even remember. I don't even remember how I found it, but this is from the Stationery Manor, and the planner is called Papermood, and it's a Tomoe River paper planner. I couldn't do a lot of investigating on this one because there wasn't a lot of information out there. There weren't even a lot of decent pictures, in my opinion. But I figured because I loved the way that it looked, that I would just go ahead and give it a try. It was a pre-order. I paid $33.49 for the cover itself, and shipping was free, so I just paid tax and all that. It was about 35 bucks. So let's see what this is all about. Okay. This, whatever this page is, feels amazing. I like the Hobonichi one, and this has like a similar design to it. I don't know what this is made of. Linen, it feels like linen, but it feels amazing. Okay, let's see. This page is glued to this, so I guess already it gets a point deducted because the Hobonichi page is kind of like a little bit more independent there. So given it strikes already. Okay, let's see what we have here. Annual calendar 2023, annual calendar 2024. This is Tomoe River paper, but it feels different. It's thicker. I feel like it's thicker. I wish I had more information on this. I will leave it in the description box because I didn't do my due diligence here. I was too excited to open it to go back to the website and get details. So I like this, very clean. It's in English, and you have just a little bit of, is that Japanese, right? Up there. And then you can use this to put pictures or whatever you want to do. Then you have the year vision. So you can make like a vision board, and then perhaps goals. This is monthly event and just a lot of open space for the entire year. I don't like that there are not lines there. This is nice. All right, let's see. So it doesn't have this page, which I really rely on. I would have to add that in. So far it seems. So the columns, let's see if I can get, okay, so it looks like the columns are just a smidge bigger than the Hobonichi weeks. It doesn't have the grid for you to write on. I always prefer some kind of line or grid. So I would prefer the Hobonichi for that, but I like this. I like this. So you can have, I don't know what you could write here. This maybe would be where I would replace my like cycle intimacy tracker, but I don't know that I'd want that in my monthly view because I do like to see all of that like at a glance. Let's see, a couple of things to note. This carries through, you can see just like with the Hobonichi weeks, what the last few days of the month are. This is a little bit cleaner now that they have switched over to this English version. If you didn't like this, you could just cover it up with washi tape. I like this though. I think maybe it's just, like I said in my last video, the whole like planner boredom kind of thing. I'm not sure what you could fit here. That's pretty small to write in, but I like the way it looks. I think because there isn't grid everywhere, it has a cleaner look to it. So you have December, so this could be started at least for the monthlies right now. And let's see how far we go. There's December, there's January. All right. I'm kind of liking this. Okay. So it doesn't have the first few months of 2024 in it like the Hobonichi weeks does. If I could get my fingers to work. It's very cold, very dry here. Okay. So the first week that you can use it would be, oh, okay. So not the full month of December, but December 12th through the 18th is the first week that you can use it. So for me right now, that would be, I would have another week before I could start using it. Yeah, this paper, it feels like it's a bit more matte. I would say the Hobonichi weeks kind of feels more slick, if that makes any sense. And since I'm not doing my due diligence here, I also have no idea about the grid sizing. Let me see if I can figure this out. This is absolutely ridiculous, but I don't know how else to do it. I would have to say that it seems that the Hobonichi weeks and this Papermood grid are pretty identical. Oh, I wonder what that's for. Is there one there like every week? No, I just saw one. There's a flower here. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, so my first thought is I love that this is all grid, all on the side here. And I don't mind a calendar forward. So I do like that. I also like that you gain all of this space because there's no quotes. That just really still is something that I wish the Hobonichi weeks would, or the Hobonichi line in general, would get rid of. Some people really like it. I apologize. I'm not trying to be offensive to you. I just really don't read them, whether it's in English or not, and I don't like it. So it does have the week number, same exact kind of layout. Let's see how big these grids are, like the spacing for the planning, identical. So I like that you have this space up here though. Put a little quote, put your strip of washi tape, put some stickers, hand letter, something, put your tracker here. You could do lots of different things. So I like this. It doesn't have the like separation little notches like the Hobonichi weeks does, but you do have a little dot here and it follows the line that separates the days of the week. I don't know. I like this. One thing that I will say, one of the things that's kind of got me looking elsewhere for a planner besides the Hobonichi weeks this year is that I'm still not into the tiny grids. I just write bigger than that. So that's something that I have to kind of look past when I'm using the weeks because it's not what I need. Like the space that the Moleskine has for their lines is just much better to me than the Hobonichi week spacing. And so it's just one of those things, if I'm using the Hobonichi weeks, I have to get over it. But is that what's comfortable for me? Natural for my handwriting? No. So let's see. We go through the end of the year. So yeah, it looks like these flowers. Oh, Rose. I don't like the way way roses look. I'm probably the only person on the planet. I like more wild looking flowers than roses. So that's something that would be easy to cover up, I guess. So we go through the beginning of January. So the first week of January is in here, and then some of the like educational bits like the Hobonichi Weeks has. So this is the Flower of Time, and I suppose these are going to be the flowers that are showcased within the planner, I assume, and some information that I can't read. Yeah, because there's the rose. Very interesting. Okay, and then some more usable pages, in my opinion. Books, movies, music, and stores. I like that. And then 4 blank ones for you to fill in yourself. And then grid pages. I'm not sure. Let's see. Way less than the Hobonichi Weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 grid pages. And it looks like about the same blank pages. And then a password list. More passwords. Papermood Weekly. Name and information for if you lose it, and then a place for you to put a photo, and then a little index. That's cool. Brand information. So there's a total of 174 pages. So that's going to be less than the Hobonichi Weeks for sure. But this is really nice. I really like this. I like that these are brown and match the planner. Let's see. I would say that it's going to lie pretty flat. Very similar to the Hobonichi Weeks before you get it broken in. So I think that this will be fine for that. Let's see about covers. I'm just going to grab the regular clear cover for Hobonichi and see. It looks pretty similar in sizing here. So let's see if this works. This isn't my last Hobonichi dupe that I'm getting this year. I also have a video that has several other like Hobonichi dupes as well. I will link those. All right. So it acts like it will fit, but it doesn't fit well. Let's see what's the problem here. The spine on the Papermood planner seems to be a little bit more structured, so it's like making it pucker. But I will say that I wouldn't be as worried about this one because it's a darker color for it getting dirty. So it's a little bit thicker than the Hobonichi Weeks regular, obviously not as big as the Mega, and it's slightly shorter. All right, what do you think? Let's see. It is, yeah, just a little bit wider. It's just the cover is I think it's just the cover. Let's see if we can match this. No. Okay, so if I put the spines together, let's see, it is just a little wider than the Hobonichi Weeks. Did that say anywhere in the back? It did not. If it's listed on the website, I will put it here. So now I'm like, will it fit the Hobonichi covers? I'm gonna have to test this and find out. All right, I'm gonna just give 2 a try here. So the Janet Leather Vanderspec. That fits just fine. just fine in there. Very nice. So no problem with that one. Now I'm going to try the Moterm. Also fits just fine. A little bit, it looks maybe a little oversized, especially in this one because you have the extra height so that you can use the cover on Hobonichi. So it looks a little bit more tall in the Moterm. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you love the Hobonichi or how many things about it you kind of wish were changed. This would answer the problem for me for the quotes annoying me, and it would give me the same layout that I have been using, but something different since I've been a little bored. It's missing that quick year at a glance that I use for tracking purposes, so I would have to add this page in or develop a different kind of system on these two pages to do the tracking that I need to do, which is possible. It's just not my favorite. Or I would probably cover up one of these pages to insert something like this. But I kind of like, I'm so used to like the gray and the red with the Hobonichi that I kind of like this. It's like a pale teal, maybe like a light teal. It is very nice. For me, the things that it does not fix that I had kind of always, you know, I'm always looking for the thing that's going to be the same size and shape as the Hobonichi Week so that I can keep using my leather covers. That like fixes the issues that I have with the Hobonichi Weeks. And so for this one, the quotes being gone, I like that. The grid isn't big enough and it's lacking note pages. So overall though, I think that this is probably my favorite dupe so far, besides the undated one, which just kind of has my heart because the lines are bigger. But I don't like having to date a planner. So this one is really good for a dated planner. I honestly have no idea about how easy it is to get a hold of one of these. Like I said, this was a pre-order for me from the Stationery Manor, so I would say that if you really, really like this one, your best bet would be to go to the website as soon as possible and see if these are available at all. So I hope that this little review was helpful for you guys. What do you think about this one? Or are you still mad about the Hobonichi Weeks? Is this your ride or die, your best planner ever? Or are you still looking around for your planner match for 2023? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, guys.